Hi guys, Nuala O'Connor here from kinesiologyforyou.ie. Wanting to talk to you about being overwhelmed. I find that when I get overwhelmed, I tend to trigger the stress response, the fly. I tend to nearly run away and do something else, more creative instead. I'll give you an example. I sit and try and figure out my goals or my steps, the steps I'm going to take to achieve a certain goal. And I just feel an immediate sense sometimes of being overwhelmed by the technical side of it, or the reading side of it, or the creation, just the whole journey in itself. And when that happens to me, I tend to immediately think of something else. I get stressed. I jump into wanting to fix something or do something else. We all do it. We procrastinate. We self-sabotage when we get overwhelmed. But we get overwhelmed for a reason, and that is because something inside of us has triggered a belief, or normally a subconscious belief, that we can't do this. It's too much for us. It's become too big. And that's why we always talk in life coaching about making sure that we have broken down our goals into small, achievable steps so that we can have many successes along the way and celebrate those successes. But what I'd like to talk to you right now about is how we can overcome the overwhelm, and do that through tapping. Tapping has been clinically proven to reduce stress hormones and calm the parts of the brain that trigger the stress response in the first place. So when I get overwhelmed, what I tend to do now is I immediately put my hands on my solar plex area, I take a deep breath, and I create my "even though I truly" statement. What I mean by that is, so basically up until this very point, somewhere in me believes that what I'm currently trying to accomplish or achieve is too much. It's become too big and I can't do it. So I've self-sabotaged in some way. And it's because of a past subconscious thought or belief that I have managed to internalize that has just been triggered and has just in turn triggered the stress response. So when I say a statement like, even though I feel very overwhelmed, and that's how I've felt right up to now, and then I turn the second part of the statement, it's what I call a combination statement, to right now I truly am. And this is our opportunity to retune our thought system and our whole vibrational energy to this new, truly positive present tense statement. So we can not only just overcome the overwhelm, we can retune that overwhelm that was to, going forward, a positive state. And so retune our stress hormones, because that's what tapping does, but also by saying this statement, this "even though I am or I feel very overwhelmed," and you can add in "by whatever, right now I truly am calm," or "I truly am focused," whatever it is. So there's also a process in how we get to our higher state. If you jump straight away from that overwhelm right up to where you want to get, sometimes you don't get there because there's too many steps in between. It's the same thing as breaking your goals down into mini steps to achieve. So you're bringing your energy, you're tuning your energy up gradually. It's like tuning a guitar string. If I were to take my guitar and tune the string very fast from a lower frequency or a lower note right up to a higher note, the string quite often will break. It just snap, gone. I've gone too far too quick. We are human beings and we're in 3D, and sometimes our energy shift can be too great and it causes an adverse effect. So that's why I say we go from, say, "I truly am calm," so you calm down the overwhelm, and then you tap to "I truly am focused," and then you tap to "I truly achieve all that I set out to do." So with ease. So you see how you've brought yourself up the 3 different steps. So that's what I'm going to do right now with you. I'm going to tap on that. I'm going to tap on those 3 different levels and bring us from, even though where we have been right before, how we can get to where we want to go. So overwhelm is something that happens to, well, it happens to me. So that's what I'm going to go with today. So let's go. So place your hands on your solar plexus. Now I generally place my less dominant hand, which for me is my left hand, though you're probably seeing this mirrored, so I'm not sure how it's coming across to you. And then I place my dominant hand on top of that. I take a breath and I say my statement, the first thing I'm going to start off with. Now, sometimes when I do this part, I'll just say something like, I truly am grateful, because it helps just calm me right down. But today I'm going straight in with the phrase. So even though I feel very overwhelmed, and you may even feel it in your body, you may feel the rumbling in your stomach, you may feel your heart get faster, you may feel frustration in your whole system, you may feel you've totally lost focus. So even though I'm overwhelmed, even though I feel overwhelmed in my body and in my thoughts, right now, I truly am calm. So we're going to start with calming down the overwhelm. So take a breath again. Say that again. Even though I feel overwhelmed, right now, I truly am calm. And before we go any further, tap into how overwhelmed you have felt in the past, or how overwhelmed you feel right now, even by just talking about it. Think of something that makes you feel overwhelmed, because the more overwhelmed you feel as you tap, the more opportunity you have to retune the vibrational frequency. So really try and raise the vibration of feeling overwhelmed. That mightn't be very hard right now. You might feel totally overwhelmed financially, emotionally. Your business may be sitting on tender hooks. Your family may be getting very stressed at being in close confines for a long period of time. There could be many reasons for feeling overwhelmed. But just really tap into it right now. Really feel it. And get a marker on a scale. -5 being very overwhelmed. Up as far as 0 feeling neutral around being overwhelmed. And then 0 to +5 is not feeling overwhelmed at all. Feeling the opposite of it. Feeling focused and able and capable. So once you've got that reading, for me, when I tap into being overwhelmed, I'm right down at the -5. So you've got your reading. Even though I feel very overwhelmed, even though there are parts of me that just can't get over feeling overwhelmed, right now, I truly am calm. And say that again. Even though I feel the overwhelm in my body, right now, I truly am calm. And do it again. Even though I feel the overwhelm in my body, right now, I truly am calm. Then we're going to start tapping, 2 meridian tapping. I'm just going to take my glasses off so you can see all the points. Tapping on the karate chop side of the hand, the little finger side, clump the fingers of the other hand, tap. Even though I feel very overwhelmed in my body, in my mind, in my life, right now, I truly am calm. Switch that over to the other side. So the other side of the hand, you're going to tap right on the same point with the, even though I feel very overwhelmed in my mind, body, soul, life, right now, I truly am calm. In 2 meridian tapping, we tap 2 different but related meridians at the same time after we tap the karate chop point. And they're yin-yang related meridians, and they go together and they help each other out. But when one is out, one has an over energy, the other has an under energy, and that affects our neurotransmitter energies. That's what we believe in kinesiology and in the energy world, in the whole acupressure, acupuncture world as well. So what we're trying to do is balance up our over and our under energies by tapping the 2 related meridian points at the same time. Meridians are energy pathways in our body. So there are energy points that are around our body. So right now we're going to go to under the nose, crease of the chin, and tap those together, saying, even though I feel very overwhelmed, I feel it in my mind, in my body, in my soul, right now, I truly am calm. And then switch those points over so that we use the fingers of the opposite hands to tap the same points. Even though I feel very overwhelmed in my mind, my body, my soul, my thoughts, right now, I truly am calm. Then move these two fingers just to the bone on the inner eye. The other two fingers go under the collarbone and tap them together. If you notice, this hand is tapping a point on this side of the body, and this hand will always tap a point on this side of the body, except for the middle 2 points. They'll never switch across. So tapping. Even though I feel very overwhelmed by my thoughts, by what I have to do, my actions, right now I truly am calm. And switch those over. You might notice that I can change the words I'm saying, and I do that because what's in my head changes slightly, but I also do it because what I say may not work for you, so it may not fit for what you're feeling. So change the words, change it in your head as I'm saying it, or just go with what I'm saying. Either way, I'm just doing it to indicate that the words can change. I follow the energy. That's what I do when I work with clients on a one-to-one. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm following the energy. So even though I feel a great sense of overwhelm in me, right now I truly am calm. We're going to move to another 2 different energy pathways. So sliding out to the outer eye, that's your gallbladder, and sliding 2 fingers to the lower ribs, still in line with the nipple on the ribs, under the breast, and tap those 2 points. That's the liver point. Even though I have a great sense of overwhelm in me right now. Right now, I truly am calm. Switch it over. Even though I have a great sense of overwhelm in my mind, my body, my life, right now, I truly am calm. Slide these 2 fingers that are at the corner of your eye, the outer eye, right back just before the ear, just there. Little finger and thumb on the other hand, tip to tip. Even though I feel I can't cope, I feel so overwhelmed, I just can't cope. Right now, I truly am calm. Switch it over. Little finger and thumb. Even though I have a great sense of overwhelm in me, my thoughts, my actions, my life, right now, I truly am calm. And bring these 2 fingers to the upper outer part of the eyebrow, just above the eyebrow on the outer edge. This hand is going to go to the middle finger and the thumb together, tip to tip, and tap them together, gently, repeatedly. Even though I have such a sense of overwhelm in my body, in my thoughts, that I don't feel I can cope right now. But right now, I truly am calm. And switch that over. Tapping. Even though I feel I just can't cope, I feel so overwhelmed. Right now, this very moment, I truly am calm. And then bring these 2 fingers to under the eye on the bone, just to the edge of the bone there, just under the eye. And this hand I'm going to clump together and bring under my arm, under the armpit, down roughly about halfway, slightly maybe above, about halfway, around the bra strap for women. Even though I feel so overwhelmed that I just can't cope, right now, I truly am calm. And then switch those over again, under the eye, under the arm. Even though I feel so overwhelmed that I just can't cope with my thoughts, my actions, my life. There's just so much depending on me and I just can't do it. Right now, I truly am calm. And then bring these two fingers to the crease of the nose. That's what I call it there, the nose. The other hand is going to the upper outer torso, but not over on the shoulder, it's just here on the torso. So earlier we tapped a point that was here, we're coming out to here. We're again on the soft part. Even though I am always feeling this sense of being overwhelmed and I just have to run away and do something else and don't get jobs done. Right now, I truly am calm. And switch those over. Crease of the nose, outer torso. Even though I feel so overwhelmed with the news, with all the facts, with having to stay at home for longer, I just don't seem to be able to focus to get my goals achieved. Right now, I truly am calm. Then come back to under the nose, crease of the chin. I truly am calm. And switch those over. I truly am calm. Come back to the karate chop point. I truly am calm. And switch that over again. I truly am calm. Bringing your hands back to your solar plex area. Take a breath. That was just one round of 2 meridian tapping. And check in. Are you feeling as overwhelmed? Or do you feel that little bit calmer? Think of the scale I began with, from -5 to 0 to +5. Where do you sit on that scale now? I definitely feel a bit calmer. So having tapped on the overwhelm, the sense of overwhelm, as I said at the beginning, now I'm going to move the vibration up a little bit. So we're going to tap on not just feeling calm, but now we're feeling a bit focused. So now that we've calmed down, we're calm enough to refocus ourselves. So this time we're going to tap on I truly am focused. We've talked about the overwhelm. I don't think we need to continue on that because we've started from there. We've come up to calm and now we're going to focus. So I truly am focused. And I may add in some words after focused as we tap through. Again, I'm following the energy of what comes into my head to try and demonstrate to you that a thought may come into your head. You may feel that you need to focus on goals, on achieving goals. It may be I'm focused on getting the housework done. I'm focused on exercising. I'm focused on breathing. I'm focused on making it, whatever it is that you need to focus, just being focused. Maybe that's what it is for you. So hands on the solar plex area. Take a breath. And remember, if you've just joined us, we're using 2 meridian tapping for this session. And you can find out more about that by going to my websites or going to YouTube and Googling or searching 2 meridian tapping, and you'll find some of my videos there about it. I also have a book about to come out about 2 meridian tapping, and you can get that by pre-order it. It's not out yet. It's on www.tapintosuccessbook.com. You can read more about that there. So putting your hands here, taking a breath, breathing out. I truly am focused. I truly am focused. I truly am focused. Tapping the solar plex area with all your fingers. I truly am focused. And clump and fix and turn the other side. I truly am focused. Under the nose, crease of the chin. I truly am focused and clear. And switch those over. I truly am focused. And you, as I said, you can add in, so you're going to the inner eye on the bone, you're going under the collarbone. You can add in whatever it is at the end of that line. I truly am focused on my goals, on success, on my health, whatever it is for you. or just I truly am focused, to raise yourself to an energy or a vibration of being focused. Switch over, tapping the same points but on the other side of the body. I truly am focused. Slide out to the outer eye, under the breast, on the ribs. I truly am focused. And switch that over. I truly am focused. Slide out to in front of the ear, little finger and thumb. I truly am focused. Switch those points over. I truly am focused. Outer eyebrow, middle finger and thumb. I truly am focused. Switch it over. I truly am focused. Come under the eye, under the arm. Tapping. I truly am focused. Switch those over. I truly am focused. Crease of the nose, upper outer torso. Tapping. I truly am focused. Switch it over. I truly am focused. And back to under the nose, crease of the chin. I truly am focused. And then switch that. I truly am focused. And come back to the karate chop point. I truly am focused. And switch over to the other side. I truly am focused. And come back to the solar plex area, taking a breath. And check in again. From the beginning, we've talked about a scale of -5 to 0 to +5. -5 being not focused at all. Stressed, overwhelmed. 0 being neutral. +5 being really focused. Really feel tuned in. So we have gone from being overwhelmed to being calm to being focused. And now I'm going to tap on a phrase. I truly achieve all my goals with ease. Remember, we started with the overwhelm, the sense of not being able to focus on goals, the sense of not being able to get jobs done. A job is a goal. Even if it's housework, it's a goal. Everything we do, everything we set out to do, we're setting ourselves a goal to achieve. And it's very important that every time we achieve a goal, that we chalk that down as a success, that we celebrate that as success, even if it's just a yes, got that, done that. I remember climbing a mountain one time. I had been very unwell for a number of years with post-viral illness and hadn't been able to walk the length of myself, as we say in the north of Ireland, never mind climb a mountain. And I was in Glendalough and I managed to get, I just decided to walk down to the bottom of the upper lake and down into the coal miners' village, or the miners' village. And I was in the miners' village and I looked up and I could see the waterfall, something I'd climbed so many times before, walked up, and hadn't been in my reach for a long time. And I decided this day, for some reason, don't know why, hadn't even got a bottle of water with me, that I was going to climb that mountain. I was going to get up the waterfall, up the side of it, up to the top. Now, some of you may say you walk that all the time. It's not a mountain. For me at that time, it was a massive mountain. Every step I took was a success. And there were many times walking up that waterfall, and it's a zigzag path the whole way up. that I was very tempted to stop, and a little butterfly would arrive and just take my focus off the tiredness and the lack of energy that I'd lived with for so many years, and just help me to get up that mountain. And what I learned that day was, even though I had a post-viral illness and even though I had this chronic fatigue state, I could climb a mountain. And let me tell you, that does an awful lot for your positive state and for helping you to overcome negative states. And I did climb that mountain. I got to the top of it, and not only that, I kept going up the planks the whole way round and down the other side. Massive day for me at that time. So even though we can be overwhelmed, we can still refocus and climb the mountain. One step at a time, and one small success at a time. So let's go. Our final tapping today, our last tapping round, just doing 3 rounds, is I truly achieve my goals, all my goals, with ease. So now we also know that we need to help ourselves out there, and we need to have a system and a process of breaking down our goals into smaller steps and literally manage success, tick off each step and make it a success. Now you can practice setting yourself up for success. That's what I call it. You can practice that by literally setting yourself up for success every day and seeing every single thing that you normally do every day with ease, like brushing your teeth, making a cup of tea, washing the dishes, filling the dishwasher, emptying it, whatever the job is. And you can do this for your children as well. See them as successes and chalk them down, mark them up, celebrate them as a success. Yes, success. You've done something well. You've achieved something. That's a success. Then do that with everything else. Break it down to a manageable step-by-step system or process, and then tick each one of those steps off and celebrate them as a success. So I truly achieve all my goals with ease. Tapping, karate chop point. Don't forget to breathe while you're tapping, by the way. Switch over to the other side. Tapping. I truly achieve all my goals with ease. Under the nose, crease of the chin. And what we're doing right now is we're retuning our vibrational frequency from overwhelm at the thought of even tackling our goals, or trying to break it all down, trying to figure out the big mountain of things you've got to achieve. We've gone from overwhelm to calm to focus, and now we're setting the vibration that we can do this with ease. Okay? So switch over. I truly achieve or reach all my goals with ease. Inner eye, on the bone, under the collarbone. I truly achieve all my goals with ease. I truly achieve all my goals with ease. Slide out to the outer eye, under the breast but on the ribs. I truly achieve all my goals with ease. Switching it over. I truly achieve all my goals with ease. Slide out to in front of the ear, little finger and thumb. I truly achieve all my goals with ease. Switch it over. I truly achieve all my goals, all that I set out to do, with ease. That's not to say your goals won't change. It's not to say you won't have setbacks. You'll still achieve it. You'll still approach it with ease. So coming up to the upper outer eyebrow, middle finger and thumb, tap to tap, tip to tip, tapping. I truly achieve all that I set out to do with ease. Switch that over. I truly achieve all my goals with ease. You may feel that the phrase under the eye, under the arm, I truly reach all my goals with ease, is better for you. And then switch over again, under the eye, under the arm. I truly meet all my goals with ease. I like achieve. Whatever works for you, you use. And crease of the nose, upper outer torso. I truly meet my goals with ease. Switch that around. I truly meet all my goals with ease. Then come under the nose, crease of the chin. I truly meet all my goals with ease. And switch those around. I truly meet all my goals with ease. And come back to the karate chop point. Now, as each round has progressed, you might have noticed that I gave less instruction. And part of the reason for doing that is to show you that when you get into the system of 2 meridian tapping, and you've learnt it, just like any dance or any routine that you learn, it actually can move very fast. And you're creating this cycle of retuning all your vibrational frequencies, all your energy pathways, in a certain order, which is part of what the Chinese law of 5 elements would call the Shen cycle, which helps to rebalance all your vibrational energy pathways, your meridians, to flow. And when we're in the flow, we can achieve anything with ease. So I hope you find that very helpful. If you want to come back to your karate chop point, I'm totally lost now. I'm gone off in ease. So I better bring myself back because I'm the one leading this. And thank you very much for watching. And tune in again, please. I'll try roughly around this time every day to tap again this week for the rest of the week on retuning from overwhelm up to success, basically. So tomorrow I might focus more on reaching that success and trying to help ourselves to tune out of feeling that we shouldn't feel successful or happy right now because of all that's going on. We should, because when we vibrate at a higher frequency, we're well, we're able to cope, we're able to manage. And even regardless of what we've felt right up to this specific moment, this precise time, even though we felt that way before, we can now retune our frequency to a positive one, and change our mindset. And actually, that's the challenge of life itself. That's the challenge of living. Even though we are met with many challenges and many obstacles, what we focus on and how we manage is how we will get through life and how we will be. And we can choose. It's within our power, because we're the one in control of our thoughts, believe it or not. We can choose to focus on a positive outcome and focus on being happy and being successful and being calm and being focused, or we can choose to feel overwhelmed and focus on being overwhelmed. The choice is ours. So through this tapping, I'm helping us not only to refocus and to choose a positive, but to literally retune all of that past stress to a positive present tense outcome. Happy tapping, and continue to tap. You'll find some more videos on my Facebook. As I said, you can go to YouTube and you can find some of my videos there too. This video has been a Facebook Live video, even though I'll post it in other media. That's where it's come from. And this is where you'll find me, mostly on Facebook Live. I do tap at different times. I'm trying to find a new rhythm, given that I have other work commitments. So I'm going to try and do it around this time every day, around lunchtime. Let me know, post, give me feedback, PM me. You can also get a glance sheet from me, which you can download then, and you can do this tapping protocol yourself if you want to go at your own pace. There is no training in 2 meridian tapping yet. It's a brand new tapping system. But there is a book coming out, and you can pre-order that by going to a website that my publishers have set up called tapintosuccessbook.com, and you can pre-order there, or you can learn a little bit more about me there as well. Or you can learn more about me here, or go to kinesiology number 4, kinesiology4u.ie. You can learn about me there too. Take it easy, keep retuning, keep tapping, keep focused and keep positive, because your health and wealth depends on it.